have multiple shakes. I go through each stage like depression. Is my pumpkin spice claw the law? Or am I just basic? But first, let's get drunk.
Welcome to Drunk Dining, where we get drunk and cook food.
Sorry. Cut.
Hey guys, welcome back to Drunk Dining. So in today's episode, we're going to be making pumpkin spice claws, which is just alcoholic pumpkin spice flavored seltzer, as well as pumpkin pie.
So this was a 24-hour episode. I started this episode like yesterday around 7 in the morning. By the time this is done, it's gonna be 7 in the morning, so... Oh god, please don't fucking... Okay.
So in order to start, we need some sugar pumpkins. They're smaller than your standard jack-o'-lanterns. So the first thing we need to do is we need to cut off the stem. Now be patient with this, because this thing's actually very hard to cut into. So just kind of get your knife into the end safely, and once it's in there, start rotating it. Use the knife's weight to your advantage. Just keep going around until finally cut right through it. Don't worry, take your time, don't hurt yourself.
Every episode, I swear I'm this close to failing. And I don't know what it is, some food god from above or something.
And then we just have to cut it in half. So we're just gonna stab the knife right into the middle, use the weight of the knife again, and then push down, cutting it halfway. And then we're gonna rotate it a full 180. We're gonna do the same on the other side. And then we're just gonna scrape out all the seeds and the pulp. We don't want any of that. Make sure to save the seeds. You can always roast them later.
I feel like I'm just the luckiest guy in the world. I just always barely am successful every time. I'm like Indiana Jones with the fucking boulder, just oh no.
Once we have them cleaned out, we're just gonna get ready a pan. We're gonna set down some parchment paper just so the thing doesn't stick. We're gonna take our 2 pumpkins and we're gonna lightly oil them with olive oil. We're gonna preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Lay our pumpkins down with the skin facing out, and we're gonna roast these pumpkins for about 45 minutes. By the time it's done, it should be fork tender, and we should just easily be able to discard the skin.
It reminds me of that scene in Prometheus where the wheel's just rolling and they just keep running straight. Wheels so big, it's rolling at you. Run diagonally at least.
It's really hot right now. You can wait for it to cool down a little bit before you actually puree it. But me, I'm just a little lazy and I don't like waiting for anything. So I just started pureeing it. But be careful, make sure you do this at a very low speed because you don't want any of it flying anywhere. This stuff should puree pretty easily. You can pack up some of it and we'll use that for the pumpkin pie later. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use some of it for our liquor infusion.
I think I'm just gonna have to make up for the fact that I'm not cooking much today with just more shots. What do you guys think, huh? I guess I'll just get a little bit more obliterated. Okay, cheers guys.
We're gonna do about a cup of pumpkin puree, and then we're gonna do 2 cups of neutral grain spirit, which is just almost pure ethanol alcohol. It's 190 proof or 95% alcohol. And this is gonna extract so much flavors. So we're gonna do the pumpkin puree, 3 cinnamon sticks, a whole nutmeg, and a nub of ginger. And after infusing for about a day, this is gonna taste exactly like pumpkin spice.
I think Ernest Hemingway once said, create drunk, edit sober. I think I took his advice a little too literally. I love Ernest Hemingway, but I hope not to follow into his footsteps and end up blasting my own head off with a shotgun one day.
And what we wanna do is we wanna filter it. So we're just gonna go through a couple different filters. 1 coarse strain, just to get all the big solids out. And then we wanna filter it through a coffee filter. But I didn't have any coffee filters, so I used a tea bag filter, which is not nearly big enough. But yeah, after it's all cleared, we should have a purely clear liquor that's gonna be great for making our pumpkin spice claws. And now we're gonna work on our pumpkin pie crust.
You guys wanna try the pumpkin spice liquor I made? Cheers, you guys.
Hooray!
Whoa! Whoa! That tastes like fucking pumpkin spice.
So the key to making pumpkin pie crust is to keep everything really cold. So what we want is 1 1/4 cup of flour, a whole stick of butter that we want to cut up into little cubes, put it back in the fridge, keep it cold. And then when you're ready, we're gonna toss all the little cubes of butter into the flour, and we want to thoroughly coat each one, and we're gonna slowly squish them, and then make sure we coat it back up with flour again. And this is all about keeping everything cold, so we gotta work fast. So we're gonna have a little bit of ice water, and we're gonna slowly add just a little bit at a time. Don't worry if we have some left over. There's gonna be little crinkly mixes. Just dip your hand in there and hydrate it. We're just gonna loosely fold it into this little puck. As you can see, there's like all these little crinkly sections of it. That's exactly what we want. We're going to wrap this in plastic wrap, and again, throw it in the fridge. You can do this a day in advance and roll it out whenever you're ready. You can even freeze it for a couple months.
I'm gonna be fucking wasted by the time the sun's gonna be up. Okay, I'm sorry. Here, you want some food? You're a good dog. Nice. You like that? Don't call animal abuse on me because I'm very good with my dogs.
And then when we're ready for that, we're just gonna start rolling it out. I'm not an expert, so this isn't gonna be perfect, but really you just wanna roll it out in all of the directions that you possibly can and try to form it to fit in your pan. Cut off the excess. We're gonna par bake this. We gotta put some parchment paper and then weigh it down. So we're gonna just use rice, and don't do what I did by cutting it, and we're gonna preheat the oven to 425. We're gonna bake it for about 12 minutes, pull it out, remove the weight, and then put it back in. And we should have an awesome pie crust that, if we cooked it right, it should come straight out of the pan. That's why I'm kind of happy, because this is my first time making pie, guys. So just realize I'm not much different from you guys. I'm just another guy.
Come here, Nico. You want some? I'm very good with my dogs, okay? Holy shit. This is delicious. That tastes like white girl. Okay, that's racist. Ugh. Damn, those white girls. They are cute, though. Hipster white girls are 100% my type. If you wear glasses and are kind of geeky or maybe smart, then, you know, say what's up. No, this is the dumbest show.
And then we're just gonna make our pumpkin pie filling, which is super simple, and we're not gonna overcomplicate. So 16 ounces of pumpkin puree, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. We're just gonna cook it in the oven for about 55 minutes, and we're just gonna put it in the fridge for about a day. It's a lot of work, but don't worry, it's a journey. So come for the journey, you know? Anyways, that's it. Let's see how Drunk Me does.
Pumpkin Spice IPA. One of the senators of South Carolina said, you can freely roam South Carolina if you're black, as long as you're conservative. It's like, wait, what? That sounds to me like slavery with more steps. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. You can only come to my show if you only eat meat. You can't come in here if you're vegetarian or vegan. Like, no. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you better fucking come over my place. I'll figure out something to make you. That's how the country works. It's not like, oh, you don't eat meat? Well, get the fuck out. Like, no, that's not how this country works. Country works like, oh, well, let's try to help accommodate you, you know? Like, let's figure something out, you know? Okay, pumpkin spice IPA. Cha-ching! Like, super good. Anyways, let's start cooking. We're not cooking this episode. We're already cooking. So we're gonna make my original patent pending pumpkin spice claw. And what that consists of is my own pumpkin spice liquor that is approximately 83.125%, I calculated. I want to say it's higher, to be honest, but I like to err on the side of minimalism. And a little bit of sugar. You don't have to add sugar because sugar adds calories. In all honesty, skip this step if you want to maintain a clean diet. And then just a lot of seltzer water, and that's about it. 12 ounces should run you about 80 calories to about 110 if you add sugar. So since this is about twice the strength, maybe 2.5 times the strength, we only want 1.5 ounces. 1.5 ounces is a standard shot in America. If you're in England or Australia, then it's 50 milliliters. So we're only gonna do about 2 teaspoons of sugar, but since I make simple syrup because it mixes better, we're gonna do 1/2 ounce, which is in Europe and the rest of the world, about 15 milliliters. And then we're just gonna fill the rest with just seltzer water, which has no calories at all. If you have a soda stream, you can always do it that way too. But there we go. Oh, that tastes like pumpkin spice. That is so good. Sorry, neighbors. Oh no. Oh no. I dropped ice all over the floor. Okay, I'm a little drunk. So we're gonna make this a little bit more decadent. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little bit of ice. We're gonna make whipped cream by hand, the way that I do when I'm at work. Just 1 ice cube, a little bit of sugar. But I fucked up already because what we want is like a really nice seal and we don't want any cream leaking out. And unfortunately, a little bit of cream go. So, what you really want to do is you want to aerate it. Just making the whipped cream alone should account for all the calories that you're gonna add to the drinks. This is when I get desperate. Shake. This is when I really just want to make it foamy. I have multiple shakes. I go through each stage like depression or fucking any mental disorder. Honestly, it's gonna take a lot longer than that to make true whipped cream, which is why you use a blender. What's cool about this whipped cream is it floats. And all you do is just add a little bit of pumpkin spice on the top. Then add an eco-friendly straw that you can reuse, because I hate straws. I hate disposable plastic straws. There we go. This is the thumbnail. So this is a whole nutmeg. There we go. Pumpkin spice claws. This episode really hits me in the heart. Like, we're gonna do a full shot of this, which is equivalent to about 2.5 drinks. Cheers. I'm gonna be drunk. That's a lot of alcohol. One of the biggest flexes of pie creation, I guess, is if you can lift your pie out of its mold. Like, that wasn't hard. Look at that. It's like a solid pie. I don't concentrate this hard normally. Oh, thank goodness I took pictures earlier, because I'm ruining this thing. I'm impressed by the composition, how this all is holding up. It's fucking just cut it like sushi. Fuck yeah, baby. Oh God. Okay, I think I did it. Don't judge me. I'm just gonna take the biggest piece of the pie and add some of the whipped cream from here onto there. So to answer the question of my episode is, are my pumpkin spice claws the law? Well, in this house, it is. Whew, that is a good dub. Oh my God. Holy fuck my life, that's the best. Oh my God. Oh, so good. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching Drunk Dining. I'll see you next week. Yeah, that looks so good. You know, as a kid, you did this. Don't judge me. This 2-day episode has turned into a 3-day episode. Hey guys, my name is Juan, and if you haven't, you should probably subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be posting new videos every week. So, you know what to do. Press that. Press my face. Click my face. Not this face. That face.